The starting point in my art practice for this project is the concept of hidden potential. And the research question that I want to explore through my practice is, how can I convey hidden potential through contrasting mediums within sculpture? Now, my previous artwork centred on celebrating the uniqueness of each individual by using imagery inspired by body cells, fingerprints and DNA. Here you can see my installation space called You Matter, which includes ceramics, screen printed textiles and projection, as well as light and sound. Now, during lockdown and intermitting from my studies due to the pandemic, my art has evolved into expressing this concept of the potential within each one of us through seed pods and the hidden life that they contain. I've initially experimented with this idea in sculptural embroidery, learning free motion embroidery techniques using water-soluble fabric placed over moulds. These were inspired by the Japanese lanterns, seed cases in our garden. I've spent time studying a number of seeds and pods from my own garden and Cambridge botanical gardens, and creating stylized sketches in ink, pencil, and also in free motion stitching. With seed pods, I'm excited by the concept of life within breaking through, and the contrast between the rough, dying exterior and the smooth, sometimes colourful interior. I want to emphasise this contrast between the outside and inside, the container and the contained, the rough and the smooth, death and birth, and to show this contrast through a surprising marriage of quite different sculptural mediums. For example, I want to investigate using felt, either as a textural exterior or a vibrant patterned interior, and to experiment in partnering this with ceramics, which could provide a rough, cracked exterior or a shiny, decorated interior. Another type of medium I'd like to investigate is using cement, plaster or stone. And to experiment in partnering this strong, cold exterior with the delicate, fragile softness of embroidery. I'd also like to investigate using a contrast between wood and plastic or foam. And I'm expecting further ideas will evolve through these experiments as time goes on. Here's a selection of artists who also work using the idea of contrast that I'm inspired by. Their names are written in picture order at the bottom. Here, Hepworth is using contrast within wood. Sasaki, Nakashima, Vogels and Kuwata are working in ceramics, and they're utilising glazes or form or decoration to convey distinction. Meadows is using colour and polish in bronze to show the difference. Muller is contrasting a fragile balloon with a solid concrete breeze block. And Price uses colour and surface texture to convey his distinction. So what do I hope to discover through this project? Well, I want to learn to work with several sculptural mediums that are new to me. I want to explore what textures, finishes and surface decorations are possible with each medium. I want to explore what type of contrasts are possible when combining these mediums. And I want to select which combination of mediums best conveys this concept of hidden potential and life within. My personal ambitions for this master's degree are to venture into the medium of sculpture and to see how my paintings translate into 3 dimensions. I want to use this as a pilot project to explore this new area. And I also hope to investigate whether and how these mediums can potentially upscale, as my goal beyond this module is to use sculpture within further floor-to-ceiling installation environments. Thank you for listening.